Hi, I'm Courtney Peterson, and I'm going to tell you about living lighter. Living lighter is just a fancier way of saying that we need to conserve the energy that we use in everyday life. Every day we leave the lights turned on, things plugged in, the water running, and more napkins than we need to. We need to learn how to conserve those things so what we do have lasts longer. There are a lot of different things that we can do to conserve what we have, but I think the three biggest things are using less energy, taking public transportation when we can, and recycling. And with knowledge on how to do those things, I think we can make a change. A lot of people think that they are the only ones doing small things to help the environment, but I think we just need to get people on the less is better track rather than the more is better track. We just have to get educated and then take action. Conserving electricity is a big way that we can live lighter in America. We use electricity and the energy it produces for everyday life. Electricity helps us with everyday tasks that we do, such as getting ready in the morning to cooking dinner at night. One way that I think we could conserve a lot of energy is by using solar energy. In the article A Burst of Energy by Josh Sandberg, he talks about the power of solar energy and how it is changing from just being a way to show off that you're going green. If the come up of solar energy really starts to work and take off, people are going to want to invest in it, and I think they should too. Solar energy helps with even just the little things. If you've seen the little sidewalk lights that have the solar panels on them, that's even helping just a little bit. Because instead of those using batteries or being generated, the energy it uses is coming from the sun. Overall, solar energy will just be more effective because it is coming from a natural source. So, on to public transportation. Yes, everyone or most people like to drive, but taking public transportation will save a lot of energy as well. Not even just energy, it'll help with the air that we breathe as well. In the Dream of a Nation article for Living Lighter, it states that the average American drives over 250 miles per week, which obviously uses a lot of gas and produces even more CO2 into the air. Those should be eye opening facts because that is obviously hurting our environment and using up a lot of gas that could be conserved by just taking the bus or carpooling with someone that you know. By taking public transportation or carpooling or taxiing just one day a week, that could reduce the CO2 emissions into the air by thousands of pounds each year. 1,000 pounds a year might not seem like a lot of CO2, but it really is when it comes to hurting our environment. More kids should take the bus to the school instead of having their parents drive them if it is available to them. Yes, the bus is bigger and it seems like it would produce more CO2 into the air, but it is a lot better for just one big bus to be rolling up to the school rather than a bunch of parents in their cars. Because when parents wait in line, it's just them sitting there rather than a bus that just drops them off and keeps going. Recycling can go a long way as well. Not everyone takes the time to recycle, but it is really easy and does not take that much time to throw cans, bottles, plastic, and other things into a different can other than your trash can. From the Dream of a Nation article, recycling one can saves enough energy to run a television set for about 3 hours. That is a lot of energy just in itself. Even just going to the store and picking out something that is in a container from already recycled materials can help the cause. Reusing containers can go a long way as well. I think it's always funny when I go to a relative's house and I think I'm getting better, but then I open it up and I get leftovers from last night's dinner. Sometimes I think it's really weird, but also when I think about it, it is a really effective way to reuse containers. Even just using Tupperware to bring lunch to work every day is considered recycling because you're using it over and over again instead of using something you just throw away like a paper plate. Most people do not think about the little things like that, but it goes a long way to make a big difference. It would be hard to change our lifestyle because we are so used to the more is better. It would take big life changes to live 100% lighter, but the little things that we can do and might not even realize that we do them make a big impact on the environment. I think that it would take government authority to actually make a huge impact and have enough people doing these things to make our environment safer and a better place just to even breathe in. Conserving energy, public transportation, and recycling are just a few of the small things our population can do and should do to live lighter, and to make sure that we don't run out of supplies and are helping our environment. Everyone wants to live for a long time and have their family live for an even longer time. So we need to do what it takes to make sure that happens. And that is living lighter. Each day we can do the small things to lead up to getting used to doing what it takes to do the bigger parts of living lighter. Let's make a difference in the world and help our earth live as long as it can.